This man Lao Tzu, who lived 500 years before Christ, a Chinese philosopher, wrote these 81 little verses in this book, and these 81 verses are the basis for a religion called Taoism, and the way of life is called the Tao. I think the most literal translation of Tao, Tao, is road or way or law. So as shamans, we are trying to locate this road, this way, this law, this order of things, in order to put ourselves into alignment with it and achieve union with it. Now that we're looking at Source as way or road, we want to be on that road. So this book, The Way of Life, is a road map. It gives us signposts. It gives us more than clues. It gives us some very clear descriptions of what this road is and how we can align ourselves with it. India, they have a word marga, M-A-R-G-A. And it's interesting because in India, that literally translates into animal footprints. To our prehistoric ancestors, they regarded Source as nature. Nature was their guide, was their teacher. So when the first roads, the first human paths or roads or ways took form, well, we followed the animal footprints. Those were the natural ways to get from point A to point B. The natural way is another way of describing the Tao. And we've been speaking for several sessions how our inner guide, our inner source, is this presence in our heart, in our gut, this itch that we scratch. That's our guide. That's where the source resides. That's how the source tells us where the natural path is. So as shamans, we obey this itch. We scratch it. We guzzle it, as we've been saying. And in a few sessions, we'll get into some of these heroic stories of Joseph Campbell. And one of the frequent motifs of these stories, the hero is another word for the shaman, who leaves the way of the community to go out in the wilderness and find the source, the way, the path that resides out there that is sometimes different from what the community tells us is the path. And one of the motifs is this hero riding on a horse with the reins loose. He's not guiding the horse. The horse, again, is nature, i.e. the source. So with the reins loose, he's letting go of his rational control. What his mind, his rational brain tells him is the way, the road, the path. And he's letting the horse, he's letting nature guide him. So that's what we're doing as shamans. Letting go of our will and surrendering to the will of the source.